Stacy always liked wearing boyish clothes and short hair, even when she was little. Some kids used to make fun of her, but one day she stood up for herself by giving a bully a nosebleed. After that, nobody teased her anymore. Stacy realized bullies pick on you when you seem weak. Deciding to help other kids facing bullying, Stacy met Naomi, a sweet and shy girl who seemed fragile. Because of her gentle nature, Naomi became an easy target for mean kids. When Stacy defended Naomi from the school bully, Cherry, Naomi was grateful. From that day forward, Naomi promised to be Stacy's best friend. As they got older, their friendship grew stronger. They often visited each other's homes, becoming cherished members of each other's families. Cherry remained unchanged, growing even meaner. She looked down on and bullied people she thought were lowlifes. But Stacy was always there to protect those being bullied and stand up to Cherry, which made Cherry really dislike Stacy. Stacy had a big crush on a guy named Andrew since they were little. Andrew stood out as the only one who never made fun of Stacy when other kids did, catching her attention. Before she knew it, Stacy found herself developing a major crush on him. Andrew never spoke to her though, and she also couldn't bring herself to approach him either. One day, while chatting in class with Naomi, Andrew surprised Stacy by standing in front of her. Trying to hide her excitement, Stacy listened as Andrew invited her to his birthday party, also mentioning that Naomi was invited. Though Naomi declined, Stacy eagerly agreed. And as Andrew left, she couldn't contain her excitement. Hugging Naomi and expressing how she never thought Andrew would talk to her, let alone personally invite her to his party. Forcing a smile, Naomi told Stacy she was happy for her. Deep down, she truly was, knowing Stacy's happiness made her happy too. However, a tinge of sadness lingered, as Naomi had developed feelings for Stacy long ago. For the sake of their friendship, she kept those feelings to herself, believing it was better to be just friends than risk losing everything. Despite her own feelings, Naomi tried her best to be genuinely happy for Stacy, understanding how much Stacy liked Andrew. A day before the party, Stacy's parents had to leave for a business trip, meaning she couldn't attend Andrew's party and had to stay home with her two little brothers. Determined not to miss the chance to be close to Andrew, Stacy called Naomi on the day of the party, asking her to look after her siblings and bring any pretty dress she had. Within minutes, Naomi arrived at Stacy's house. Confused, Naomi asked about the dress, since she knew Stacy never wore clothes like that. Stacy took the dress, expressing her excitement, and ran to her room to wear it. Stacy changed into the dress and applied makeup for the first time. When she came out to ask how she looked, her little brothers burst into laughter. Naomi, looking concerned, said, "You look really pretty in the dress, but I think maybe the makeup is a bit too much." Unwilling to listen, Stacy retorted, "You guys just aren't used to seeing me with makeup on and a dress. I think I look great." Cutting Naomi off, she thanked her for looking after her brothers, hugged her, and hurriedly left. Naomi couldn't help but worry about what would happen at the party. Upon Stacy's entrance to the party venue, all eyes were on her. She thought everyone was looking at her because of how pretty she was now looking, until Cherry approached, laughing. Cherry loudly asked, "Did someone hire a clown?" The entire room burst into laughter. Cherry continued by questioning Stacy if she had bothered to look in the mirror before attending the party. She grabbed a large glass of juice and splashed it on Stacy's face, cruelly stating, "This should help clean the ugly makeup." Angry and about to retaliate, Stacy was saved when Andrew intervened, scolding Cherry. Andrew then took Stacy's hand, left the place, and drove her home. Apologizing for the incident, they exchanged contacts, and Stacy entered her home with a smile. Upon seeing Stacy, Naomi rushed to her, concerned. Stacy, still smiling, shared the party incident and how Andrew came to her rescue. With a sad expression, Naomi expressed relief that Stacy was okay, adding, "Since you're back, I guess I should leave." Surprisingly, instead of persuading Naomi to stay like she normally would, Stacy just thanked her, said goodbye, and went into her room. Sadly, Naomi left. Stacy waited in bed for a text from Andrew, and when it came, they chatted the whole night. This turned into a regular thing, and they started hanging out all the time, even at school, eventually leading to them dating. Naomi barely had a chance to even talk to Stacy, feeling like she had been forgotten. Naomi visited Stacy's home and found her sleeping on the couch in the living room. Approaching quietly, Naomi admired Stacy as she slept and whispered, "When will you realize my feelings for you? I'm trying so hard to stay just a friend, but it's harder than I thought. Anyways, I'm happy if you're happy, as long as I get to be a part of your life." Naomi kissed Stacy's cheek and left, as no one else was home. Just as she exited, Stacy opened her eyes, revealing she wasn't asleep. Naomi, coming from the washroom at school, noticed Cherry and Andrew talking in an empty classroom. Curious, she moved closer to overhear their conversation. Andrew expressed that he didn't want to hurt Stacy and had genuinely fallen in love with her. Cherry admitted she asked Andrew to distract Stacy, make her fall in love, and then break up with her, not for Andrew to genuinely fall for Stacy. Andrew, dismissing the plan, asserted he genuinely wanted to be with Stacy and left the classroom. As he left, Naomi entered to confront Cherry, who looked startled, asking why Naomi was there. Naomi confronted Cherry about what she overheard with Andrew. Instead of a dismissive response, Cherry surprised her by holding Naomi's hand and admitting, "I did that because I wanted to get close to you." Confused, Naomi withdrew her hand, asking for an explanation. Cherry confessed, "I like you, and I wanted to get close to you, but you were always with Stacy, so I couldn't talk to you. That's why I asked Andrew to make Stacy fall for him, so she'd spend more time with him than you, giving me a chance to get closer to you." Naomi, puzzled, asked Cherry, "You like me? Didn't you used to bully me when we were kids?" Cherry admitted, "I know, and I'm so sorry. I don't know when or how I started liking you, but every time I see you, I feel strange things in my stomach." Naomi remarked, "Do you expect me to like you back? You have a really shitty character, and you wouldn't even want to be friends with yourself if you were me." Cherry pleaded, "I can change, I promise. However you want me to change, I'll do it. I just hope you can give me a chance." Naomi responded, "It's good to change for yourself, not for anyone. Also, I don't think I'll ever give you a chance," and then she left. In the following days, Cherry made persistent efforts to get close to Naomi, offering expensive gifts and trying to assist her whenever she needed help. Naomi, however, consistently refused Cherry's gifts and help, opting to ignore her as much as possible. Naomi also observed that Stacy was no longer spending time with Andrew, and had returned to being with her all the time. They sat on Naomi's bed, chatting as usual, when suddenly Stacy stopped talking and gazed at Naomi's lips. Slowly leaning in for a kiss, Naomi noticed and quickly redirected the conversation, asking, "What's going on with you and Andrew? I don't see you both together anymore." Stacy pulled back, confessing, "I broke up with him." Surprised, Naomi inquired, "Did you find out about his plan with Cherry?" Confused, Stacy asked, "What plan?" Naomi responded, "The plan was to make you fall in love with him, and then he'd later dump you. I wanted to tell you about it, but Andrew insisted. He genuinely fell in love with you. I wasn't sure if it was right for me to tell you or not. I'm sorry." Stacy, unaware of the plan, responded, "I didn't know about that, and that's not why I broke up with him." Naomi awkwardly replied, "Oh," and silence settled in the room. Breaking the silence, Stacy asked, "So what's up with you and Cherry? I see her trying to get close to you." Naomi replied, "She told me that she likes me." Stacy gasped in shock, saying, "What?" Naomi said, "I was as shocked as you are now when she told me." Stacy asked, "So what did you tell her?" Naomi replied, "I told her I can't like her back." Stacy then said, "That's good. She's probably planning something bad." Naomi disagreed. "I don't think so. I believe she's changing for real, and I might want to give her a chance." Stacy's face dropped as she asked, "Are you sure?" Naomi confirmed, and Stacy reluctantly responded, "Okay then, if it makes you happy." Naomi's expression shifted, as if she expected a different response from Stacy. At school, Naomi began accepting Cherry's gifts and even formed a friendship with her. Whenever Naomi spent time with Cherry, she purposefully glanced at Stacy and consistently caught her glaring at them, clearly displaying evident signs of jealousy. Despite feeling envious, Stacy refrained from doing anything to come between them. However, one day, when Stacy saw Cherry asking Naomi to be her girlfriend, an unexpected surge of emotion prompted her to walk straight to them. She grabbed Naomi's hand and firmly told Cherry she doesn't want to, pulling Naomi away with her. As they moved away from Cherry's view, Naomi withdrew her hand and questioned, "Since when did you become my spokesperson?" Stacy apologized, admitting, "I'm sorry, I don't know what has come over me." Naomi asked, "Really, you don't know?" About to walk away, Stacy grabbed Naomi's hand again and confessed, "I love you." Naomi, taken aback, asked, "What did you just say?" Stacy reiterated, "I said I love you. I've loved you for a very long time. But I tried to stop my feelings because I thought it was wrong to feel this way about you." Naomi questioned Stacy's past feelings for Andrew, and Stacy explained, "I did like Andrew when we were kids, but it was just a little crush that faded quickly. I used him to cover up my feelings for you. I heard you that day when you thought I was sleeping. That's why I broke up with Andrew and decided to follow my heart, but I still didn't have the courage." Naomi asked, "So now you have the courage?" Stacy replied, "When I saw Cherry asking you to be her girlfriend, I realized that if I do nothing and keep hiding my feelings, I'm going to lose you. I really don't want to lose you." Naomi responded, "I also hid my feelings for you, so I guess I'm no different from you." Stacy then proposed, "Since we both now admit our feelings, should we date?" Naomi swiftly replied, "Not so fast." Stacy exclaimed, "Why? We have already wasted so much time." Naomi didn't answer, but walked away smiling, and Stacy followed. As Stacy trailed behind, Naomi suddenly stopped, turned, and kissed Stacy on the lips. Quickly turning again, Naomi hurriedly left, leaving Stacy there, trying to process what just happened. Stacy and Naomi eventually started dating. Both of their families supported them in their relationship. Stacy made sure to express her love openly, no longer hiding it.